Are you this in this place in your life where you feel you're struggling, you're working so hard, you're wanting to do things, and yet you're stuck in this vicious cycle? You see, the stories we tell ourselves guides how our life plays out. And that's exactly what we are going to be talking about today. How do you change your story so you can change your life, and as a result step into this empowered self? So we are going to look at 4 keys that you can start using right away to bring about those shifts. So first of all, we have these stories that's playing out for us is happening at such an unconscious level we don't even know it, based on our upbringing, environment, the meanings we have assigned to experiences, and many more things actually is impacting how we are living our lives, the stories we are telling ourselves, the narratives that's going on, the self-talk. And if we want to change this, we can do it, because just know that this is a story. It's not a fact. It's just something that you've bought into. And just as you've bought into it, you can now transform and step into this new story, which is much more empowering, which allows you to be a better version, best version of who you're meant to be. So what are these keys and how do you go about transforming them? Now, these keys are simple, but I won't say that it's easy to incorporate. Why do I say that? It's because we have all these habits, all this baggage that we have brought with us from the past. And in order to incorporate these new keys, we have to let go of the old stuff in order to step into the new. And it's just a matter of getting used to it, doing it consistently, being persistent with it, which will bring about the shifts. So first, before I even go into the keys, let's just make this decision that you are willing and committed to bringing about change. You have made this commitment and decision to bring about a new story, create a new life for yourself, because I'm guessing that the old story is not working out for you. So once you've made the decision, we want to identify the first key, and the first key is your why. What's driving you to create this new story, to bring about these shifts in your life? So whether you want to create more abundance in your life, whether it's you want to have a fulfilling career, you want to have meaningful relationships, you want to have a really successful business, whatever it might be, what is the why behind it? Because we don't do things just like that. There's always something that's driving us. So you want to know what the why is, because that's going to inspire you and give you this extra momentum, extra fuel to create this momentum and inspire you to go towards it. So take a couple of seconds right now and identify what is your why. What is inspiring you to want to create this abundance, to have this fulfilling career, meaningful relationship? What is your why? My why for doing what I do is, one is I want to be that example for my children, so that they know through this example that I'm living that anything and everything is possible for them. It's just all here the minute they change it. Because whenever you desire something, guys, it's already there available for you. You're just not seeing it because we have our blinders, because we have these stories, but there is so much more available for us. We've just not seen it. So my why is to open up these doors for my children, so they can see through the example that I'm living that anything and everything is possible. And also I know that I have a special unique gift, just as each and every one here has a special gift. You have a unique gift that, or gifts that you have to share with this world, right? And I don't want to die, I don't want to kick the bucket without having danced my dance, sung my song, fulfilled whatever it is that I am here to do. So this is my biggest why that drives me forward. Does that mean I'm not scared? I don't have doubts? I don't have uncertainty? No, I do have. We are all work in progress, but this drive, every time I move off course, it helps me to bring myself on course. So contemplate, think about what is your why? What is your driving force? And as you identify this, the second key, you have your why, you have the driving force. The second key is, what is the emotional home that you are occupying? Now, emotional home, this is a concept and this is a terminology that I've heard Tony Robbins speak about, and it resonated so much with me, and I have used it ever since. Because you see, we all have these emotions, fleeting emotions, and some are predominant emotions. So you might have this emotion of joy, happiness, sadness, dissatisfied, satisfied, excited, all these emotions, and some of them are fleeting, they come and go. But we have some predominant emotions which tend to be our emotional home. So whether you're feeling grief, sadness, resentful, anger, rage, pain, joy, excitement, satisfied, fun, free, what is the emotional home that you're occupying most of the time, right? It's really important to find out what's your emotional home. And if that emotional home is disempowering you, it's dragging you down, then no, that's a lie. That's not the truth. The truth of what you are is much more empowering. It's uplifting. So what is your emotional home that you're occupying? Just for the purpose of this video, let's say it is that of feeling down, low, sad, right? And you want to move into this new home of feeling appreciation, joy, happiness, openness, right? So how are you going to move from this emotional home which is dragging you down to this something that is uplifting? Now the leap is too big. So I'm not even suggesting that you take the leap, because if you do, unless it's an exceptional case, which is rare, but it's a big, huge vibrational jump. So you want to calibrate, or you want to take small steps to reach towards these things, towards this. Let's say your predominant thing, you want appreciation. What you want to start doing is little by little. First of all, please show self-compassion for yourself. You are not broken, you are not faulty, you are absolutely a divine being. So show your self-compassion. So show self-compassion to you. It's just this thing that you've acquired due to life experiences, your interpretations, conditioning, and so on. So show yourself some self-compassion as you're doing this work, and you want to start seeing what are the little things that you can appreciate in your surroundings, because it's absolutely a given. There are a lot of things around you that you can appreciate. Maybe it's a child, maybe it's a pet, maybe it's a beautiful sunrise or sunset, or maybe it's a walk in the park, or it's that aromatic smell of coffee, or it's that beautiful warm feeling when you see a beautiful child. whatever it is, you want to start noticing all these things which and appreciating. And this is the work that's coming from inside. So I'm not saying that you want to fake it till you make it, because I personally don't see the usefulness of that, and some people might also wonder and question this, but I also don't see the validity of affirmations. They have never worked for me unless you completely invested and believe in it. But if you don't believe in it and say, oh, I'm appreciative, I'm joyful, and also on, it's your subconscious is saying, yeah, sure, liar, how is it possible? There is a disconnect between body, mind, and spirit. And as you're doing this work, you want to bring, and this is when I'm working with my clients, we do this. We bring the body, mind, and spirit together as you move. It's more like a dance. It's more like swaying into this new home. So start appreciating, if that's the emotion you want, or whatever the emotion is, start slowly, step by step, milking it, juicing it, expanding it, so that it becomes more and more, it comes into your experience. And as you do this work, soon you will be stepping into this new home, and you'll step in, step out, step in, step out, but as you do it, it'll become more predominant home. So whatever is this emotion that you want to create in the new home, be gentle with yourself, have self-compassion, know that this uplifting emotions is the true essence of you. This is all a lie. What is not working for you, those low-lying emotions, is all a lie. So just have self-compassion and move towards it. So we have understood, so you know your why, you're seeing that you're moving towards this new emotional home, which is empowering. The third key is changing your identity. What? Yes, it's about changing your identity. You see, oftentimes based on our beliefs, based on our perceptions, based on the meanings we have assigned, the way we see ourselves, we might interpret ourselves as not being worthy. We'll see ourselves as, I can never be successful, I am a failure, I am unworthy, I am not intelligent. For the longest of times, I told myself that I am not valuable, right? And that's the identity. I am statements are extremely powerful. So watch what you're telling yourself. It's almost like you're hypnotizing yourself into it. So what is it that you're telling yourself? Because that's the role you're playing out in your life. Because if you feel you're not worthy, the chances of you stepping out and offering gifts to others will be limited. You'll stop yourself, and even if you do, you might make timid efforts and then hold back because you don't feel you have worthiness to offer. So what is your identity that you have, and you want to step into this new identity? I am worthy, I am successful, I am creative, I am intelligent. Whatever is this place you want to be at, the values that are really important for you, you want to embrace that. You want to create this new identity, because imagine if you want to move towards your goal, are you going to be able to be more successful when you have this identity which is holding you back, or this identity which is telling you it's possible? I am worthy, I am successful, I am abundant, right? And again, it's not the big leap that you're taking, it's little by little. You want to recognize, because the fact of the matter is you're already successful in a lot of areas in your life. You're already offering a lot of value already in a lot of areas of yourself. You want to gather this evidence of what is already working for you, or you might want to, if you can't think of it, you can look at examples of other people who are doing it and say that yes, I'm willing to work towards it. Like tweak your way. I'm willing to see how I can be successful. I can see that what this person is doing is possible for me to do. It's just that I have not practiced it, but I am capable of it, and I'm willing to do and see myself as being successful. So tweak your way and create this new identity for yourself. Now that you have know your why, you understand your, or you moved or moving in the process of your new emotional home, you're creating your new identity. Now, just, I'm sure you've guessed this, you know this, it's not a one-time thing. This is a constant thing that you need to remind yourself, because you want to, you're doing this consciously, and you want it to become an unconscious thing. Just like when you started riding the bike, you probably were struggling, and now when you learned to do it, you're just doing it unconsciously. It's just happening so spontaneously. Therefore, I say it's simple but not easy, but it's absolutely possible. It just takes persistency, consistency. You need to be resilient. You need to have self-compassion, and you're moving towards this. So as the more you do it, the more you repeat, the more emotional charge you have moving you towards this direction. Now it starts becoming unconscious. And the fourth one is you want to start writing a new narrative, a new story for yourself. You already are playing that role, or you're in the process of that new identity. You know the new, or you're occupying more and more time this new emotional home. You know your why. Now you can start writing your narrative. You have all that's available to you. So first of all, become aware of your old narrative. It's absolutely not possible for me. Look at the times I have failed. All these stories, right? That is all a fabrication that you're bought into, and your past does not equal your future. Right now, what you're doing is going to create your future. All that happened, what you're identifying with, is a result of your past experiences, right? To create a new you, all that is a result of your past experiences. To create a new you, you are going to adopt these new things right now, and you're going to create a new story. Past is not equal to future. Right now is the power that you have. So start writing your new story, and this new story is, again, it's something that comes from inside, and you can do it in different ways. A lot of people like to visualize it and imagine it and think it and emote it. Some people like to write their stories. Some people like to record. Whatever works for you, right? And again, you're tweaking your way into this new story. I see how I am working towards this. I appreciate the work that I'm doing, and I can see myself being successful. In fact, I've been so successful in so many areas of my life. You can start your script something like that, or something that resonates with you, which holds true for you, and you have evidence already, because you already have things that have been working for you. You're just not focused on it. And start writing this new narrative. I had recorded a narrative, a new story sometime in 2022, and I just happened to listen to it recently, and I noticed that around 6 things that I had recorded had actually come to being. I didn't even realize it. It happened just so spontaneously. I didn't even recognize it, because I had stepped into that new story, and I was playing that role, that identity, and so on. So there is a lot of power in it, and it does not have to take as long, and it's not as difficult as we make it believe. It's just about showing up and doing the work. And when you make the decision and when you make the commitment, it's absolutely possible. So I'm going to leave you with this. I hope this served you, and you can subscribe and you can like this video if this resonated with you, and you can hit the notify button so that you can be notified for new videos as they come. I love you. Stay well, stay blessed. Much love.